A sign of progress for Judy and Larry Prusner as their new roof arrives. They had just returned from vacation when the tornado hit. The lower level that is left here saved their lives.
I said to Larry, we better get in the basement. And of course, he wanted to look, and then we saw all this debris coming over our, in the sky. So we really flew down the basement and went in the farthest corner, and Larry tipped the Davenport over on us.
After the tornado blew through, almost nothing was left of the neighborhood.
I said, boy, we really lucked out. Well, then when we went up this basement steps, which was perfect, opened the door and our whole kitchen was gone. And our roof was gone and our garage was gone.
A United Way agency was immediately there to help. The Hawkeye Valley Area Agency on Aging gave the Prusners a gift card to help keep their generator running and bought Larry a new pair of shoes to help with his foot problems, shoes they could not otherwise afford.
There's no way you can repay people and thank them, but it does put in our hearts that if it happens to somebody else, we know what we will do. We'll be helping others.
It's been a traumatic year for Iowans. People are still trying to recover from tornadoes that blew through Parkersburg and New Hartford on May 25th. Hundreds of homes lost, dozens of people injured, and 8 people killed. The United Way was there in many different forms, assisting the Red Cross so volunteers could get on site to help the victims.
Yes, it's United Way, but it's the agencies inside of United Way that are helping everybody.
When you see the American Red Cross, the Salvation Army, Northeast Iowa Food Bank, Operation Threshold, the Volunteer Center of Cedar Valley, EPI Child Care Resource and Referral, you also see the United Way.
And there was $250,000 that we had given last year, and as we go forward this next year, of the contributions that are directly used for disaster services, so that the Red Cross, the Salvation Army, the food bank, the health groups would be able to actually get to work that first day and not have to wait to have funds rolled in to respond.
The 211 Information and Referral Service answered more than 21,000 calls for food and shelter immediately following the disaster. The United Way helps fund that program. The Cedar Valley United Way helps support 91 agencies. Despite the tornado, the needs of all the organizations continued.
I had to get the fireman t-shirt.
The Sharks program is located on Quakerdale's Waterloo campus. It provides assistance to students with behavioral problems, keeping them active and out of trouble during summer vacation.
We focus a lot on anger management, coping skills. That way if they come into problems, they know how to hopefully effectively deal with those.
The Quakerdale program also helps those who made bad decisions get a second chance at life.
It's helped me to mature as far as like learning how to find a job, budget money, to care about the things that you can lose.
Jasmine will be a senior at East High in Waterloo. She says she's going to be a defense attorney for juvenile delinquents or a psychologist. She also wants to learn to speak Spanish so she can help the Latino population as well. She credits her self-improvement and goal setting to Quakerdale.
They care for you. And if anything, that's what people need. That's what a lot of the girls need, is love and patience and caring, from people who they've not always got it from.
Almost all of the girls here have been physically, sexually, or emotionally abused. Quakerdale is a safe place for them.
I truly believe one of the strengths of this program and Quakerdale is we don't give up on young people.
The United Way helps pay almost 20% of the operating costs here.
The state only pays a portion of what it really costs to do this stuff. So as the United Way comes in and partners with us like other donors, they pay for the percentage that the state doesn't pay for.
Betty Jo Robinson helps people every day. She's been volunteering here at the circular desk at Kimball Ridge Center ever since she retired more than 20 years ago. Volunteering is the easy part. It's getting here that would be a problem without the transportation service through a United Way organization.
But I don't know what I'd do without it.
Betty Jo is 82 years young. She's been living in her house for almost 60 years. She has no plans of leaving. The transportation service helps her to stay independent by driving Miss Betty Jo to and from work twice a week.
When we had this terrible, terrible ice storm and ice snow and everything, they practically carried me across the walks. And I called the office and told them how thankful I was. And she said, well, that's what they're supposed to do.
From snowstorms to tornadoes to this, Mother Nature has kept service organizations extremely busy this year. Now, more than ever, the United Way needs your help.
So it is 9 o'clock. We should probably get started.
This meeting takes place every Monday. Around 40 organizations come together in hopes of helping people in this community recover and thrive. The United Way provides the leadership. There are more than 1 million reasons to give to the United Way. Plus, you can designate where you want your money to go. The United Way creates opportunities by focusing on the building blocks of a good life. It helps children and youth succeed through programs like Operation Family Pack, a program that makes sure children receive the nourishment they need. The United Way supports self-sufficiency and poverty reduction by providing transportation and services to people in a crisis situation. And the United Way also supports vulnerable populations through programs at Quakerdale. At-risk youth are cared for and encouraged to succeed.
The needs are always great, but this year around they're much greater.
I know sometimes people think, I don't have enough money, it's not going to make any difference, but it does make a difference. It makes a huge difference. 10 people, 100 people aren't going to be able to reach this goal. It's got to be everybody helping everybody.